Hey y'all, it's Susan, and it is Talk to Me Tuesday on July 30th, and I have a few things to show you from the last couple of weeks. I told you last week that I was working on Electric Mayhem, and I got all but one of the blocks that I need for Electric Mayhem done, and the one I don't have yet is Animal. But I do have Dr. Teeth. And as you can see, he has, a gold tooth here. So, I like him. I think he turned out very well. I sort of wish I'd given him a different color hat, but we'll go with that. Next in his band is the sax player. His name is Zoot. Zoot, I love. I think he's great. He turned out, I think, just great. I'm real proud of him. And then we have the lovely, let me get the Janice, the guitar player. I think Janice turned out beautifully too. I'm about to knock off my water. I love her big lips and her smile, and I just think she's adorable. Now, there's always one in the bunch that's going to give you problems, especially if his last name is Pepper. I'll give you a backstory for this first. When Tim and I first started dating way back in middle school, he played guitar in a band, and he very soon after that switched to bass. So he was a bass player all through high school, and well, he's still a bass player, but he played bass in a rock band all through high school. And then after high school, he played in a couple of rock bands and then country bands. So this character is near and dear to our hearts. His name is Floyd Pepper, and he's the bass player for the Electric Mayhem. Now, the only thing that I need to change on this, I put the wrong color right here on his tongue. It should be the pink like that, and it's not. It's the orangey red like his hair. So I've got to fix that. But other than that, I think he turned out great, especially considering what a pain in the neck he was to fix. But then, like I said, if you're dealing with a male pepper, it's always a challenge and well worth it. Then this week I've made, I think I got all those done. Well, Zoot I did this week. And to join them, I have Fuzzy Bear, which I love. I had to do one that was not quite as detailed to get over Zoot. Not Zoot, to get over Floyd. But here's Fozzie, and I love Fuzzy Bear. And last, and definitely not least, the diva herself, Miss Piggy. Now, as you can see, this eye is messed up. I missed one or two of the teeny tiny pieces in here. I mean, teeny tiny, and I don't know how I missed them, but I did. I guess it's old age and my eyes aren't working right. So I think I'm going to go back and redo that piece and take it apart to put that in, because those eyelashes should look more like this. And I don't know how to fix it without just redoing it. But that's what I've got done this week and last week. So as you can see, it's a pretty fair amount. I'm real happy with that. And right here, as a matter of fact, excuse me, are all of the rest of them. So in all, except for the 2 little mistakes I made, well, I've made more mistakes, but I'm not going to correct most of them. But the 2 that I'm going to correct, I have this many done for the quilt, which is, I think, 14. And I want to do 20. They're going to have sashing between them, and they're also going to have a nice border, a 5-inch border. And the sashing is going to be around it in between the blocks, and then the 5-inch border. And on the 5-inch border, in each corner, is going to be a rubber ducky. I love rubber ducky. And the other thing I've got, okay, that means I've got 6 more blocks to make. Plus, I'm going to make the Sesame Street sign to go over at the top. I'm thinking I'll put all the Sesame Street characters under that sign, and then put the block that's for the Muppet Show, and put all the Muppet Show characters under that. And that way, they'll all be represented. Or I might just leave off the Sesame Street sign and do all the Muppets. Just intersperse them. We'll see, but that's sort of what I've got in mind. And here's my plan. And as you can see, okay, this one is checked off, even though I haven't made him yet, because I got a little carried away with the check marks. But then, these are the ones, 16 through 20 are the ones that I really want to make. And under that are some that may or may not make a second row. And under that are the 4 duckies and the Sesame Street sign. So if I do it according to plan, I have 6 blocks to go, plus the Sesame Street sign and 4 duckies. So that's 11 blocks. Not too bad. We'll see. But I will show you the, I'm thinking about using this. It's the grunge, shiny grunge, and I can't remember the name of it, but there it is. And I'm thinking about using that as the inner border and the sashing. Now, some of the blocks have this as the background, so I'm not sure about doing that. Or, second choice, this as the sashing and the just the sashing all around the quilt and there, and then use this as a second border, or the first border, the smaller border, and then this for the 5-inch border. I've got plenty of it to do that, and I think that's the way I'm going to go. Because none of the Muppets have this as a background. So I think that will work out nicely. And I think I have talked long enough. Let's see here. Oh, I've already talked 9 minutes on one quilt. But I haven't been doing anything else. Got one thing to say, though, too. Oh, I do have something else to show you, though, if I can get it out. Oh, I got part of it. I ordered a few things from Robin at R.S. Island Crafts, and I want to show you what I ordered and what I got. I ordered some of these washcloths, face cloths, dishcloths, whatever. And I didn't ask for any particular color, and she sent me an assortment, and I like them a lot. I'm thinking I'm going to order more of these. I'm starting to stock up on little things to give as Christmas presents, and I think a couple of these in each of the gifties would be nice for the women. Um, the next thing I ordered, Patrick loves to dress up for holidays, and he likes to dress up Garrett for holidays too. So here I got Garrett this little Santa hat, which is adorable. She's got one online for adults too, and I'm thinking I might order that next month for Patrick. So it's not just like that, which is good. But included in my order was a football. Isn't that the sweetest, squishiest thing? Um, I love that. I think Garrick will like it too. So it's going to go in his Christmas gifts too, I think. Unless I just can't stand it anymore and go ahead and give it to him. But I have a drawer down here. That's the reason I was bent over. The bottom drawer of my, I've got two dressers behind me. On one of them sits my cutting board, and on the other one sits a ironing station. And they're a good height. They're right behind my sewing area. Right now my cutting board is filled up with the baskets with my with the fabrics for my Sesame Street quilt. And of course I just put this on the ironing display. And but they've got two small drawers like this, and four double that size on on the two. Excuse me, my throat. I've been talking too much, so I can store pretty much everything I need right there when I'm working on projects. And the bottom drawer of one of them is where I'm putting Christmas stuff, and it may end up being in the bottom drawer of both of them, but we'll see. The middle drawer here has interfacings and things like that, especially stabilizers. In the top drawer, this was when I had my embroidery machine over here. It's got all sorts of things to use with that. I don't have a drawer over on the table that it's on now, but we'll see what we'll do with that. I've talked enough. It is well past 10 minutes. It's 13. So, and I've chatted way longer than I meant to, but I want to wish you all a very happy week, a crafty week, and I will be watching your videos.